Hi, everyone. Let me just fix this really quickly. It's been a while, guys. Whew, how's everybody doing? I hope we're all taking time to really ground, clear out, guys. Lotta just posted that incredible video. She is so amazing. She's so badass. I love her so much, guys. And with these energies, I just want to take a moment. Please don't skip around here because my readings are going to be different today. I'm really calling to guidance guys as souls, as light workers, right? And it's super tempting. It's super tempting to curl up, watch Netflix. I've done it too. But really, can you guys feel it? Can you feel it like in your stomach? I know everything we're seeing, and I pray everybody's good and healthy. And of course, be smart, be compassionate, be loving, be patient. But it's more than just this, right? And you guys are following Lotta's incredible videos. You know it is. And I know so many of us are being called, and light workers is kind of like an umbrella term. But there's so many of us, and so many of you who follow astrology and are called to, are attracted to higher esoteric wisdom. You're one of the many. There's so many of us incarnated to do such good work. And this is our time, guys. And we've seen it come in and out. And you've heard indigo children and crystal children, rainbow children and star seeds. And terms are just terms. But we're really being called. And hey, guys, thank you. I know it's been a while because I was teaching some classes. But I wanted to jump on today because I'm going to be channeling and doing readings. Every zodiac sign comes with a particular energy, right? We always have like a spectrum, and all of us have skills and abilities and talents that we incarnated with to help for just such a time. You guys can feel it. There's going to be this incredible shift, and none of us can play small, and none of us can just hole out. I know it's super tempting, right? But really, guys, take this time to learn. And Lotta is giving, I think, 50% off, and I will see if I can cut all of mine 50% off, guys. I just did a good healing class. I love everyone who joined me, but to channel energy, to heal yourself, heal other people on many levels, and to dimension shift. I've had such great outcomes from some of my students. I'll see if I can cut that in half too. But guys, take this time to read, to align, to meditate. It is the time, guys. We're all being called. So today for the Zodiac readings, yes, it is for this upcoming energy, but my specific focus is to channel to see what's being asked of each of us in terms of signs, energetic signs. So of course, check your sun, your moon, your ascendant, whatever you resonate with. So this is not going to be just a simple, what's coming up this week? There's nothing wrong with that, but I really want to get a more macrocosm. What guidance? What can we do? Because in a time like this, we can feel helpless, but we're not, right? Everything outside of us is a reflection of inside of us. Simple energetic physics, right? So even though it seems like we can't control, we're all connected. So the more we raise our frequency and our vibration, the more it ripples out and affects everything around us. We do have a responsibility, especially to ourselves. Guys, we're so badass. We're divine in flesh. So don't forget that when we feel tempted, let's just ground it out, align, guys. I know so many of you guys have done my 7-day clearing. I gave it free to all my students, but it's great to just kind of cut those cords. And if you know how to do it yourself, cut it for sure. Clean yourself out, align, maybe do a little media detox and get clear, guys, because we're all intuitive. So channel all that good energy and do that good work we came here to do. All right, guys, we are going to get started. And I know people do timestamps, so a lot of people probably skip my whole intro. But just so you guys know, I'm asking for guidance for each zodiac sign for what's being called of them this week on a macrocosm, on a higher scale, that soul scale, guys. And share in the comments. Like, I've been having crazy dreams and downloads and just like weird physical responses. But cleansing out, guys. Cleansing out. Share, guys. You're not alone. None of us are. Let's connect. If anybody has questions on anything, you're always welcome to message me. I'll put that link down below. All right, we're going to get started with Aries. And happy birthday to all my Aries out there. That's my moon, guys. We can do this. We got this. Get this energy and let's center ourselves and make positive, creative changes, guys. This is a pivot. This ain't a stop. Okay, so we're going to jump on in, right? Weird dreams. It's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be badass. We're going to be good, guys. Just got to disconnect, align, and listen. Listen. However you guys listen, whether it's here or here or here or here, however, just listen. Okay. When I say that, I mean talk about your higher self. All right. This is for Aries, just for guidance for this upcoming week on what we can be doing, what can we be helping the higher self. I'm just going to check on in. It's the energy of Aries. Again, I'm saying how you guys can step it up. Yes. All right. The first card's cracking me up because I'm an Aries moon, so I totally get this. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Sun. 4 of Wands, the High Priestess. 9 of Coins, Ace of Wands. First things first. The first card out of the deck, I think I'm my best friend. She's a double Aries. No arguments. Guys, I know, and I am not one to talk because I'm a natural advocate. But if I have Wands, Aries, with this upcoming energy, they're saying, look at no drama, no bickering, no arguing. People might want to be petty. And it's normal for us to be like, what? We don't like bullies. No, let's pull out. You have such an incredible energy, Aries. I mean, leaders, way showers. I mean, breaking down walls. And if we can do this in a way that doesn't get caught up in the lower ego, in the drama, right? So they're saying, look, you're going to see this all around you, Aries. Pull back. Now, you are being asked to have patience this week. It has been a struggle for myself, so I'm not preaching. But they're saying, look at what's the bigger picture, Aries. Do your best to pull out of that. You have the Page of Cups with the Sun. For you guys, actually, Aries, I think it's because you have this natural, just this boom energies. You're actually being called to lead, to pull together in a I know it's going to sound weird, but in a much more loving and compassionate stance, because you have the 4 of Wands. You guys really are leading your households, Aries. You might be asked to kind of, sometimes when you have that more dominant personality, being able to be a foundation, being able to keep everyone's emotions calm because you're leading the way in a confident manner, in a clear manner. This is why it's being so important not to get into the bickering. Get off the media. It's not worth your energy field. You guys really are, when you have the 4 of Wands too, right? That's foundation and home and harmony. The Page of Cups is about having healthier emotional situations this week. This could be a good week for you, Aries, and good for you because it's your birthday time. But it's really because you guys are staying confident. Do your best not to lose yourself, Aries, in any of this chatter, right? I don't even watch TV. I'm just like, click, because it makes us, I don't know about you, Aries. Can I talk to any of my Aries out there? Because I have been angry. I'm just like, just with people and just, you can't do anything about it. What you can do is how you respond to it. Change your energy field because you don't know it, Aries, but with this particular spread, there's a lot of people counting on you. Now, this might just, it can be financial, but believe it or not, people look to you because you're so solid. Even if you are hot-headed, like you do what you say and you say what you do and you walk your talk. So it's really about being emotionally grounded, holding firm, being confident, leading the way in a clear and very resilient manner. You have the High Priestess. And Aries, I know we don't tend to depend on people like, we got it. Hey, we need people too, Aries. And this is asking you, Aries, instead of going outside of yourself, really go inside. Remember to align, to pray, to decompress yourself. When you have the High Priestess, I can see a lot of disconnect here for you, Aries. So do your best to, I think this is good for everyone, but especially for you, Aries, do your best to just silence. People are going to be scared and they're going to complain, and that's totally normal. But for you guys, you're this powerhouse. So it's really important for you to direct your vibrational energy into a higher learning. When you have the High Priestess, you're getting a lot of downloads, guidance, intuitively. This is your season, right? So as things act, we want it to come from a place of truth, of alignment, of heart, of spirit. No one can lead it like an Aries. 9 of Coins. Of course, this is about, if any of you guys are worried about that stability, not just financially, but the home, you got this, Aries. I'm not trying to put it all on your shoulders. I'm really not. But every zodiac sign has a gift and a natural ability. All of us. That's why we're all nice and mixed, these beautiful little cocktails of souls. And Aries, that's just you. And I think in a lot of ways, we kind of like it. You should have seen me the day at Costco. I was like, I got this, putting things in my cart. I got it. And people, they really lean on that, even if they're kind of like, oh, you're too much sometimes. But you're badass, dude. So like you claim that. Ace of Wands. This is about being passionate, moving forward. I think Aries too, this is a beautiful time for you to not be confrontational, that leadership. This is all about leadership. This is about emotional balance, keeping people nice and grounded, aligning with yourself so you can lead the way. I'm going to get a clarity on this too. There's a particular arena. It's funny. So you have the Ace of Swords. You have a lot of brilliant ideas right now, Aries. Maybe you guys are MacGyvering it a little bit, right? I have my best friend. She's a double Aries. She's like making all kinds of concoctions. This girl's set. She's smart. These brilliant ideas, you have to align yourself to run with them. You have the King of Cups. This is a lot of creative solutions. You're on it, Aries. You're like, you're not going to stop me. I got this. If you run out of that, I'll make it myself. You're good. Just do your best to stay out of arguments, other people's fear and egotistical doubting you. Silence it. I know you want to bark back. I know. I feel you. Don't. Okay. This is an incredible. You guys really are going to be stepping up and perfect, right? In your season, you're going to feel this. So if you're going to take any action, may it be in alignment, maybe with your truth and your gut, creative, and ultimately for the emotional well-being of everybody. Aries, beautiful. Whew, what a, not trying to give you a tall order there, but you guys got it. You guys completely got it. I was so proud of myself the other day. I was like, yeah, I got this, moving it. I could do this on my own. So I'll tell you that. It was pretty intense. All right, Taurus, let's get started. Again, for those who are doing the timestamps, I'm asking for guidance for the higher selves, what the energy of Taurus is being guided to do from a macrocosm for this energy, for this time, for this upcoming week. All right, let's see. Nope, not the stick. I might hear my dogs in the back. Okay. All right, Taurus. One more clarity card. Seven of Cups, the decision, Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, or of Coins. All right, Taurus. While, you know, Aries is a little bit of the leadership brigade, for you, Taurus, there's going to be some internal cleaning, and that's for all of us. This is not a bad thing whatsoever. You have the Seven of Cups and the decision card with the Ace of Coins. Now, I do follow along with all my readings for every sign. Every month I have my own channel too. So, Taurus, I know you've been, pardon my French, busting your ass and really getting in there and putting your ideas, and with work and expansion, you guys have been doing great. And I know with everything that's been paused, quarantined, stopped, there might be a lot of fear, emotional fear, especially in regards to your foundation, your money, the things you put your time and your energy into. So let me just pull you back just a little bit, Taurus. Again, this is the macrocosm. This is a pivot. This isn't a pause. This isn't a pause. This isn't to ruin everything. It's for us to rebirth and to change it, to transform it in some way. So this upcoming energy is really asking you in some way, Taurus, to let go and be a little bit more transformative nature. Like, I'm stubborn too, but it's kind of like a release. When you have the Seven of Cups with the decision card, I'm going to tell all Tauruses, you guys need a detox, because when we're emotional and stuck and we feel like we have to make decisions and what if this doesn't work out, you know, over a long period of time, number one, it's very bad for your autonomic nervous system. It's not, obviously stress is not good for your immune system, but once you feel yucky inside, you just feel heavy and lethargic and stuck, dense. You feel dense. And when you start out with these two cards, let me tell you guys something. You need to cut and clear your cords, pull out swords and knives. You guys need a chakra cleanse. And I know that sounds all cliche, but that's all we are, guys. We are energy moving at a certain speed, making us solid. So cleanse it out. Have a good water detox. Add some lemon if you want to. Just cleanse all this out. Take a sea salt bath, because there's too much inside. This energy is a bit tense. That's why disconnect. Cut. I have my cord cutting. I'm happy to give it for free, honestly, guys. Just hit me up. But you have to make a decision here. It's okay. Like, sometimes we think, oh, what's going to happen? What's the quote? I wish I could give quotes on these things, and I always forget, but like, create it. You create it for yourself. Decisions you're making for yourself, you're going to be okay, Taurus. You have the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, Taurus. So while the Aries are leading the way, you guys are going through a transformation. There's going to be a new beginning, new ideas, especially when it comes to your work and your passionate projects. So it's kind of like some people's time is now to act, and the universe is like staggering us out, like, this light workers go. Next light workers go. So you're still back here a little bit, not in a bad way. You guys are transforming in terms of ideas, how not just making money, but what am I passionate about? How can what I was doing, how can I actually serve the all? There's going to be a transformation in terms of service, and not, yes, to be paid for it, but also a deeper meaning. How can I actually use this? Like, what was it in Wuhan when they ran out of these tubes? A guy who had like a 3D printer came to the hospital, printed out these tubes, and they could continue with their surgeries. You never guess a guy with a 3D printer would be part of this, but he did. He was, or she, I'm not sure. This is what's happening to you, Taurus. You guys are transforming in terms of not just your purpose, not just your passions. You guys are being inspired with new ideas. And yes, this will provide financial stability. So do your best to kind of just provide financial stability, but it's going to provide purpose, and you're passionate about it. This is a really good idea, but it's very difficult to hear those ideas when we're stuck in this resistance mode. So do your best here. You have the 8 of Cups. They're letting you know this next phase is to give you guys, it's more purpose. It's more meaning, not just, there's nothing wrong with money. And money is just energy, but it's more spiritual meaning, emotional meaning in your relationships and your work, and you're being called to it. You have the 7 of Swords. Stop beating your head against the door here, because it's kind of like there's another way. The universe is trying to show you another way. And it's going to be through people, Taurus. So listen, what are people saying the exact same thing to you? Or do you keep seeing the same like number patterns? You're getting talked to. So, but if we're in our heads, it's hard for us to see, you know, when the 7 of Swords is like, look, there's a better course of action. You're not alone. People collaborate and work. You have the Page of Coins too. So you're meant to be learning something right now, like maybe brushing up on marketing, going into media, seeing how you could serve a different niche. Like, you know what? I can actually do what I'm doing, but I can do it on this scale and I can actually help. I need to look into this, you know? Yeah, there's going to be learning to it. But number one, that's awesome. We're always learning, growing, serving, expanding. So do your best, especially in the beginning of the week, to kind of really detox, let go. You're good. But just that heaviness, let it go, guys, because you're being called to serve. You're being called to do this incredible new idea. And yes, you'll be compensated, but more importantly, it's allowing for deeper meaning, Taurus. You might be like, well, I got plenty of meaning. Well, you're being called. This is a general reading. But for you guys, brilliant new ideas and beginnings. So let's allow that transformation to take place. All right, Gemini. How are you guys doing? Share, guys, talk. This is us connecting right now. I was going a little stir crazy. So I decided to play badminton in my backyard with my sister. I am not the best at badminton. I learned that, but I stretched, went for a run. That's good. All right, guys. Guys, and breathing, please do. I know people think, oh, no, energy comes in on the in-breath. So do your pranayama breathing, whether that's, you know, breath of fire, whether it's nostril alternating breathing, whether it's ujjayi breathing, pranic breathing. Guys, our bodies heal themselves, but when we're stressed, we're constricted. We tend to breathe through our chest, and we're not supposed to breathe through our chest, supposed to breathe through our belly. Maybe see like a little baby, a little belly go up and down. Breathe. Okay, Gemini, let me get focused. Again, this is for our macrocosm reading, how we're being called to serve, step up this upcoming week. Let's see. I don't think it's this day. Okay. Oh, my ear is getting hot, I think. Ooh. You guys ever channel and like you have weird sensations? I sweat and get ringing. Okay. The energy of Gemini. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, those are not all supposed to be you. One more. Whoa, okay. 5 of Coins, 3 of Coins, the Empress, Page of Coins, 7 of Swords, the World, 3 of Swords, don't get scared. Ace of Coins, 10 of Cups. Ooh, Gemini, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's do this. So first things first, when you have the 5 of Coins, I know, Gemini, a lot of your focus is probably definitely on the material. Maybe you're the breadwinner. Maybe you have to make money. It's natural. It's normal, right? But when we have the five of Coins, like, look at, yes, all of us, right, on some level. But you're actually being called to create and to work with others collaboratively, right? So sometimes we have to be pulled out to be plugged in over here. And this is what's happening for you, Gemini. You're actually being called, and you guys are really good at this, right? Extremely intelligent. Great ideas, love Excel sheets. But the 3 of Coins is like, look, they're asking for your power of creativity right now, Gemini. You're meant to be working with people in groups, in teams. This kind of layout reminds me of people who are creating new things. You have the Empress, gems. I don't care if it's music to calm people down. I don't care if it's offering, how to do your taxes that have been postponed for free. You guys are creating with others solutions. When you have the Empress, you're birthing this. This has not been seen before. And if it's maybe a different variety, you guys, use that incredible mind, Gemini, and really work together. When you have the Page of Coins too, a lot of Geminis right now, they're learning what they can. Maybe people don't have a solution, so you guys are researching, going into it like, hey, I heard that, but the news isn't really covering that. I'm going to do some deep research. This is what's being asked of you, Gemini. You're good at this. You can take an idea and just boom. Kind of reminds me of like when they have those big old whiteboards and there's like all these strings like leading everywhere. That reminds me of a Gemini. But Gemini, this is what you're being called to do. You're a huge solution, extremely intelligent. You guys are really good at tunneling when you guys are focused into something because you can compartmentalize. Oh, what a gift. I wish I had it, but I don't. You guys are really using your creativity, working together, speaking, finding solutions. You guys are on the ground, Gemini. So I don't care if there's been an idea. Let me get really quick. Do you notice whenever there's a good invention, a brand new invention, for some reason, it pops up all over the world, like somebody in Russia, somebody in China, somebody in America. Like, how did these remote, crazy, different countries have the same idea? You're being downloaded, Gemini. So if you have this idea, I don't care how maybe far out there, you're being called to do your research, work together. Like, you know what? I know an engineer, I know a programmer, I got this idea, I can do that. Link up and you're creating solutions. You're meant to be doing research, running with it. You have the Seven of Swords. This is the incubation time, Gemini. So yeah, it's not like, let's publish it. No, research, learn, grow, create it. I don't know what all you Geminis are doing, but thank you very much. We can definitely use it. Timing is really important right now. So just do the research, do the creative work. You have the World card here. You know what? I think a lot of people, I don't want to use the word scared, but I think a lot of us recognize that certain order, certain way of being, certain structures, it's done. It's done. And that's okay. Change is the only concept. Come to completion. And you have the Three of Swords. And maybe a lot of Geminis right out there are feeling, why? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, your mind can't grasp. And the universe is recognizing that you're a human being too, and that there's probably a lot of emotions that need to be processed, Gemini. So make sure you're giving yourself that time. Being creative, because really this angst is what, that face I made, that angst is really what's making you research and work together and find solutions and figure things out, right? So on a positive note, yay, but still those emotions, they recognize that. So make sure you're also getting your downtime. Take some melatonin if you were like up all night, thinking. That's been me. I have not. Is anybody else? Is it just me? My body clock is way off. Like, I won't go to bed till 4 a.m. Like, wide awake. I'm doing laundry, I'm working. It's weird. But making sure you're getting that rest, Gemini. You have the Ace of Coins. Whatever this is, Gemini, whatever brilliant freaking idea, collaborations that you are being downloaded to create, dude, you're going to be a forerunner. Think of what's his name? Bezos, that runs Amazon, right? People that like, crazy dude, right? Look at him. Look at him. Like, Gemini, this is you. And the Ace of Coins, whatever idea, collaboration, solutions, research you're doing right now, Gem, it's not for nothing. So please go with it. Give yourself the downtime you need to process the emotions that are being used as a catalyst. But guys, this is a brilliant idea. Do your research, do the legwork. It's going to be profitable at some point. 10 of Coins. And honestly, Gems, I love that 10 of Coins, 10 of Cups. It's coming from your heart in a lot of ways. And the 10 of Coins is about a happy home life, emotional balance, and peace. And it's nothing like discontent to drive us to make change, right? So this is how you're being called, Gem. I'm grateful. You guys can like burn the midnight oil. I've seen you. For some reason I date a lot of Geminis. It doesn't work out, but I've seen it firsthand. So get to it. All right, guys. Cancers. Drink a little tea. Echinacea, guys. Or just calming teas. I think a lot of people too, like, they're getting so scared. Just relax it down. Just breathe. How are you doing, Cancers? Aw, thank you. How y'all doing? Yeah. All right. Again, for those using the timestamps, I know I keep repeating myself, but for those using the timestamps, I'm asking for guidance on a macro scale, how the energy of Cancer is being called right now. What are they being guided to do on a macrocosm for the energy for this particular time and space we're in? Let's do this. Okay, Cancers. All right. We have the life experience card, 8 of Swords, 2 of Coins, Page of Coins. This has come up for everybody so far. I'm almost positive. The Emperor, the Lovers, 3 of Cups, Knight of Coins, and the Hermit. All right, guys, right out the gate, life experience card. Whew. All right, Cancers, all good. So right now, you guys are having a lot of epiphanies, a lot of realizations. And honestly, this reminds me of like when we're pushed between a rock and a hard place. When you have the 8 of Swords, you're scared, you're lacking confidence, you feel trapped, you feel stuck. What can I do? And I get it. If everyone just goes by what you see on the news, you're going to feel like that. Let me just give a little advice. Unplug from that, please. I was a PR. I'm doing wrong. I'm not saying anything against it. I am, my heart and my love and prayers go out to everyone who's been affected. But in my PR degree, I was just telling a client this. The first day, they told us, first rule, PR, you can't tell people what to think, but we can sure as hell tell them what to think about. Spin doctors, right? I'm not saying that, but guys, remove this. Like, okay, it's true. There's some things you can't Cancer, but this week you are being called to follow these epiphanies. You're not at the mercy. We're not at the mercy. Even if we have limited choices, we got choices, and the universe is saying, you're not trapped. You feel it, you're scared, but it's all in your mind, Cancers. What are we gonna do? When you have the life experience card, it's like, pardon my French, it's kind of like, fuck it, I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna go for it. What do I gotta lose? I'm gonna do it. And you are being expanded. So sometimes, like, we're in this pressure, you know, I don't want to use a diamond scenario, pressure makes a diamond, but it's like really to push back. You have the 2 of Earth and the Page of Coins. Honestly, Cancers, this upcoming energy is going to have you busy. It's going to have you helping a lot of people. You are a water sign. You're a little more heart-centered, but this is for your emotional growth, for your emotional evolution. And we're all growing and we're all being called, all of us light workers. The current energy, and I'm only talking about the current energy, I don't know where we're going to be in 2 weeks, is for you guys are emotionally evolving. Cancers, you're being asked to learn how to handle and balance the movement, not just of emotions, but things that are going to be thrown onto your plate. It's almost like the gym, right? Like you are honing just the multitasking, but at the same time staying balanced and aligned, learning what works for you, learning what doesn't, really learning on how to move with this in a way, you know, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes when I'm emotionally overwhelmed, I'm like, I just can't work. I just can't do it. But you know what? You got to learn how. And this is what's happening. The Emperor, you're honing these emotions and multitasking, learning to stay aligned, because you guys are going to be called to take control. You know the Emperor, right? Ambitious, 3 steps ahead. It's almost like, kind of reminds me like on a bike. I rode one for the first time like in years, and you know, like you're wobbly at first and you're like, oh, I keep putting your foot down. But once you get your pace, Cancers, man, watch out. You guys are really going to lead the way, especially when it comes to your homes, families, relationships, stability. You're a hard worker, Cancer. Don't let anybody think that, yeah, you might be multi-passionate, which I totally love. But you guys are we all are to an extent, but Cancers, you guys are going to be coming from a deep well of emotion. You guys, this reminds me of like when we see certain people being treated wrong, or animals, or the environment, and it hurts us at first. And then all of a sudden we're like, that, like, no, calling Peter, gonna do this, gonna do that. And it's this unit, this energy is gonna have you moving and shuffling. And because it's coming from your heart, Cancer, it can feel overwhelming, right? But it's a good thing. The electromagnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times stronger than the brain, right? So there's an incredible capacity for manifesting, creation, attraction, movement. But once you learn how to harness this energetic power, really, you guys are going to be able to be movers and shakers and leaders, especially in the emotional arena, your realm here. You have the 3 of Cups. Now I'm going to throw this out there for some. When you have the Lovers and the 3 of Cups, just FYI, some Cancers, pregnancies, some Cancers, also marriages as well. Good announcements here. And I think this might be happening for, I can't say why here, but sometimes when you are very emotional, when we have a stable emotional world, we're able to mentally focus, right? And I don't know about you guys, I'm a Scorpio sun, but we know when we're emotionally in it, we can't focus. And the universe is bringing a lot more emotional stability into your world, Cancer, so that you can get to work. So yay, thanks for the blessings, but now you're being called. So once that gets kind of get to work here, we have the Knight of Coins. You're going to be buckling down, honoring your commitments. Cancers, you're going to be really on the ground-ish. This is like whether it's doing paperwork, building that house, picketing, whatever it is, you're really going to be on the ground. You're really going to be hustle, working with other people. But it's things that you love, that you feel passionate about. You can even be doing this alongside your partners, your families, your soul tribe, your close friends here. Now, we do have the Hermit at the end, so I'm just going to just get clarity here really quickly for you, Cancers. You have the Two of Wands and the King of Swords. Definitely Cancers, you're going to be doing this in groups. Like I said, partnerships. This could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be collaboratively, but you guys are going to be working on the ground, honing it. But I think it's going to just be a little bit of a calibration and learning to be able to maintain all of that while not losing center. And that takes training. King of Swords, that's really where you're headed, right? You're learning to be emotionally and mentally balanced, to lead, to speak diplomatically, to sometimes when we're emotional, and I know I used to get this all the time, no one listens to us like, oh, you're just being emotional. First of all, insulting. Second of all, not true. That is a strength. And you guys are coming into this incredible honing of it so you can lead, balance, speak, work together on the ground. Does that make sense? But just understand in the beginning, there's going to be a little bit, like I said, of a calibration. So give that space. All right. Leos. Everybody breathe. God, it's been a while since I've jumped on here and done this. I forgot how long it takes. I'm not even halfway. Am I even halfway? I don't think I'm halfway. All right. Okay. Hey, Rich. Sorry, I hardly read the things. Oh, guys, we got this. All right, Leos, my ascendant. Let's do this. Let's see. Again, this is a macrocosm reading for those of you using the timestamps. Calling guidance for the energy of each zodiac sign. What's the bigger calling right now? How are we being pulled forward? How are we being guided to take bigger action as light workers? Oh, I love you too, girl. I'll message you. I love how so many of my clients become my friends. Okay, focus. Let's see. Whoa. Yes. Okay. You can see it. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Strength card, which is our sign, Leo. Knight of Coins, Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, Two of Wands. See a lot of this fire, right? Right up our alley. Yay, Leos. This is how we're being called. This is how we're going to serve. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. Leo, roar. This is about us being creative and going at it. What's beautiful about this, Leo, too, your kind of energy, your kind of vibratory rate, you can take it. You can take it. When you have the Page of Wands, you feel it, though. You feel it in your nuggets. Like, this is what I'm feeling passionate about. This is what I got to do. When you have the Queen of Wands, who is my favorite, it's about standing in that power and that creativity, that confidence and stretching your wings and doing it. It's like you take a step and you expect that next step to come on up. You know the universe is going to provide. So you just keep on moving forward. When you have the Page of Wands, you are prepared for any challenge. You got it. Kind of reminds me, you just build up this momentum and you go. Like everyone just like parts like the sea. You guys are being called. It is kind of a leader, but it's a creative leader. Someone who is confident to step up, to speak, to try it out for the first time, to go with it. You know, when you think of Leos, people always think like the life of the party, which is sometimes true. But it's kind of like they do it because it's just in their spirit. They don't mind speaking, standing, voicing, changing, boom, 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 boom. And if it doesn't work out, Leos tend to be like, all right, I'll try something else. You guys can take it here. You have the Knight of Swords. Leos, whatever it is you're being called to be passionate about, it might be governmental, it might be children, animals, environment, local, politics. It might be about health, change, whatever it is. I have a feeling for lots of Leos here, it's going to go in a lot of different areas because when it's the Page of Wands, it's whatever you feel passionate about, what you are drawn to. You know what to do instinctively, like a lion. Go for it. The Queen of Wands is there. So no matter what you're trying to do, how high your aim is, the universe is going to provide you the people, opportunities, whatever it is, and will part in order to provide it for you. So you stand strong, confident, move. And it's a little tunnel vision. When you have the Knight of Swords, you're being decisive, moving, making decisions, boom, boom, boom. Where some people might feel a little nervous and on the fence, and understandable, you're not. Left, right, up, down, shit, or get off the pot. When you have, pardon my French, when you have this Ace of Swords, you coming up with some good ideas, Leo. Maybe it's coming in dreams, inspirations, ideas, something that's just bugging you and you have to move here. And then you have the Strength card. This is your card, Leo. This is coming from, sometimes when we see things outside of our control, we see the people we love, the things we love suffering. it causes something to burn inside. And you guys gain strength from this. You know, it's crazy. The funny paradox is sometimes we're not strong enough for ourselves. But when we see someone comes out, the people we love or care about or the causes, we're like, oh, no, you didn't. And we boom. And this is kind of what's happening. You see something, Leo, and you are gathering this inner strength and confidence. You're no longer criticizing yourself. It doesn't matter. It's about the all, the greater, and it's giving you. It reminds me of love, right? Love requires you to be brave. And at the same time, love makes you brave, you know? And you have the Knight of Coins. This is a buckle down too. Guys, Leos, I don't care what it is. You're feeling passionate. Get to work. Make those calls. Write those letters. Do those vlogs. Record. Just get to it. It's about honoring these commitments to others, to yourself. Do the groundwork. Do the research. Put things together. Get people together. Do whatever it is. You have the Nine of Wands, right? When you boom, someone's going to want to push back. Nine of Wands is stand your ground. You can do this. Kind of reminds you of like the warriors in the front, right? You're up there with your Aries brothers and sisters, protecting what you've built. Maybe that's your rights. Maybe that's your space, but in a way that says, no, I love and respect myself and others. It kind of reminds me when you stand up to the bully a little bit. Like you're the mouthpiece, like, no. You have the Two of Swords. While there might be a lot of procrastination around you and people not being able to make a decision, Two of Wands, you are being called to collaborate. Like, all right, this is what you think. This is what you think. I respect both, but the bigger picture is this. So how can we take this and move forward? You are bringing people together to get moving, to get inspired, to get motivated, to work together, because ultimately our long-term goal and aim is the same. So you, while others might be procrastinating themselves, you just kind of reminds you of kids. You just got to boom, boom on both arms. You just kind of walk with them. I mean, I don't have kids. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, but that's what it reminds me of, you know? Boom. Oh, let's do this, guys. I'm getting so inspired. Frick, yes. Work together. Let's move together. Create. Let's get it done. All right, Virgos. I was just talking to my really good friend today. She's a double Virgo. A lot of my friends are doubles. Double Scorpio, double Aries, double Virgos, double. It's Libras. I don't know why. I love it. Thank you for those who are just joining me. Yeah. All right. Whew, I keep repeating myself, so I'm sorry, guys, for those who are listening all the way through. But for the time stampers, Virgo, I am calling in guidance for your higher call, the macro cause, and what the energy of Virgo is being called to do right now in this situation, in this ascension process, and these upcoming energies. Should not have drank so much tea. No, I gotta pee. Okay. All right, Virgos, take a deep breath in. I saw your guys' energy earlier in a reading, so let's just ground it out. We got this. Let's see. Whoa. All my Virgos, take a deep breath. All right. That Eight of Coins has come up for almost everybody. Guys, we are learning. We are growing, awakening here. You guys have the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Death card. Don't be scared. Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Magician, Eight of Coins. All right, Virgos. Like I said, so in the upcoming energies, you guys are being cleaned a little bit here. Nothing bad, right? You want to be all nice and centered. But when you have the Two of Swords with the Four and Five of Cups, guys, you're in resistance just a little bit. No judgments here. We have multiple signs to look at your sun, moon, or rising. But there's been resistance. This is kind of like when times like this happen, shit gets real clear, right? That elephant in the room is real stark. Okay, you could really see it. You can't avoid it anymore. It's almost like decisions need to be made. And when you have the Four or Five of Cups, there's a discontentment emotionally. There's things that perhaps didn't work out the way that you wanted. And it's like, oh, this, and that. It's like you're looking at the things that are broken or didn't succeed or just you're not happy with. The thing is, No matter if that's the case, then we got to make decisions. Those are never comfortable, but decisions are going to be made, Virgo, and you're ready to make them because you're not comfortable anyway. So you're going to have to call shit out. Like, oh, if, there's, emotion, whether it's in your relationships, your children, with yourself, it becomes more apparent when we're faced with a certain level of intensity. So first things for this upcoming energy, it's going to have you shifting your emotional focus. Stop looking at what didn't work. Stop pretending everything's it's not. You're going to make decisions. I don't like this anymore. So either I'm going to drop it, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to change it, but I'm going to do something. And this is what's going to happen with you, Virgo. You have the Page of Wands. Honestly, you want to, you feel it. It's in your gut. But with this energy, again, it becomes a little heavy, a little bit more apparent. If anything, it becomes really tiring, really exhausting to maintain what doesn't work. It's like trying to hold all these pieces that are broken together and like drink out of that cup. It's just spilling everywhere. No. Open your eyes to the possibilities. You're not seeing the positives of it. There might be an opportunity for healing, growth, therapy, change, redirection, flushing something out, breaking it down to rebuild it. Don't just look at, oh, it's only like this. No, there's so many options here. When you have the Page of Wands, you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be optimistic and go for it. You do have the Death card here. So understand this has to do with endings. There's certain endings in your life, Virgo. This can be in relationship. This can be cycles, patterns, old. And maybe you have a unhealthy family habit where you're a people pleaser. You're always doing everything for everybody. And you're like, I can't do this anymore. This is a problem. It's not sustainable. I'm done. I got to step out. I got to stand for myself. There's just endings here when it comes to things that are unhealthy, unsustainable. It's obvious, and it's really keeping you back emotionally. Cycles and everything here. So surrender as best you can, Virgo, because something awesome's coming in. This is a releasing of old ways, and in lots of ways, you really wanted this, right? Because if you really want this fulfillment and happiness and healthiness and just to feel great and yourself again and full of life again and energy again, this is a really exhausting play out. Oh, this is an answer here. Page of Swords. Yeah. Some real blunt truths are going to be said. Some new agreements. I'm like, this is A, B, C, D. Happy, not happy. This is the way it is. It doesn't have to be a jerk about it, of course, but you got to see it. It hits you in the face a little bit like, whoa, okay. A lot of truths coming out, a lot of things to be analyzed. But what's beautiful about the Page of Swords, it's like, all right, I'm ready for a new challenge. Let's just try this new way. Let's think outside the box. Let's do it this way. I'm ready to test it out. Seven of Wands. You're being asked to stand your ground. You know what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo? On a macro scale, as things change and you're as a light worker, as a soul, you're going to be called to do your part. You're going to have to clear out any kind of emotional dross because that really comes from ideas of lack, not good enough, rejection, habit, whatever, right? So you're being called to clear this out because with the Seven of Wands, you're going to stand. You're going to be passionate and say, this is my boundary. This is what I believe in. I'm going to speak. And you're probably going to surprise a lot of people, Virgo, like, whoa, where did that come, Virgo? Like, this has always been there. It's been there this whole time. And boom, you're going to see it. You have the Magician. Whoa, you guys are going to move and you're going to shake. It reminds me of like, it reminds me of like Jerry Maguire a little bit where you just bust out of there and you're like, oh, I'm going to do it this way, my way. This is how I feel. This is how I think. This is what I want to say. And I'm going to say it. And this is what you're doing. You're breaking out of this weird blocked energy and stepping into it, Virgo. We need you to be there. So yes, it's going to be a little focus there first because we need you to be this incredible energy of alignment and truth and passion. When you have the Magician card, watch out because you're creating newness, not oldness, newness, successful new beginnings and relationships. You have the Page of Coins. I'm going to get a clarity card for you here really quick. The High Priestess. You're learning about yourself. You're listening to yourself now. Your voice, your opinion, your point of view. Not just everyone else's and finding it's a simple compromise that really isn't all about you. No, it's about you being like, this is what I feel. This is who I am. And I'm going to shake it whether you like it or not. And I'm going to walk in this. And as you do that, Virgo, you're going to be creating new realities and relationships and experiences. So we're just moving you there forward. We'll check in a couple of weeks and see where you're at. But this is what's happening for you. So do it. Stand in that power. You got this, Virgo. You got this. Libra. All right. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Monica, send it to him. All right, Libras. How are my Libras? My best friend is a double Libra. She's hilarious. I love her. again, for the sake of the timestamp, guys, I'm going to say again, Libra, this is a reading for your higher self, a macrocosm, how you're being called and guided to step up and step forward now in this current energy. We all have these incredible, unique gifts, guys. Please don't think you're inconsequential at all. We need everybody. All right. Thank you, bomb.com, for putting that out there. I appreciate it. Okay. Libra. Let's see. More. All right. Ooh, 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, the Decision card, Major Arcana, the Wheel, Major Arcana, New Beginnings, Major Arcana, Hangman, Major Arcana, the Magician, Major Arcana, 9 of Wands, 2 of Coins. This is a lot. That's good. That's good. I think it's great. All right, Libras. There's going to be some new beginnings for you guys. I'm so excited to see this. When you have the 7 of Wands, Libra, you guys have really been doing a badass job of standing your ground, getting rid of that relationship, making choices for work, in home, standing up, not blurring boundaries. And you guys have done incredible. And it's not easy. When you have the 7 of Wands, that's not easy to stand up, especially if you're the minority and have that confidence, even though you feel like crap, and claiming your personal power, even though you're unsure. That takes a lot, guys, and you're doing amazing. You have the Page of Swords, and I think what's really giving you this energy to do so is because a lot of truths have come to light. Relationships are the easiest example. Like, no, I'm not going to get back to that toxic relationship, right? And then you're like, well, maybe. And then all of a sudden you find out this horrible truth, and you're like, whoa, hell no. Like, certain truths or awakenings are coming, and it's causing you guys to make decisions. When you have the Decision card, you guys have done a great job anyways, but there's some huge leaps now, like genuine closing of the doors, not keeping it like a little bit to see what's going on, like closing of the doors. And you guys are doing it and getting yourself out of any limos. You're tying up all your loose ends, Libra. Yes, because there's an incredible, not just a new beginning, but a whole new story that's going to be happening. So you don't want to leave any endings. So do your best to cleanse out, cut your cords, clear, drink some water, sea salt, the whole thing. And just make a decision here. This is done. That story's done. Next. Thank you. Next. You have the Wheel. There's a lot of personal transformation for you, Libra, because this is going to set you on a course, a foundation for what's to come. When you have the Wheel card, it's moving in new, successful directions. I mean new, like a good 90-degree turn here. Like, maybe you had these epiphanies. Like, I always thought this was the kind of person I'd be with, and I recognize I need this. I always thought that I was traditional. I'm actually non-traditional. I thought this was my career, and actually I'm being called to this. Like, boom, boom, boom. But you understand, you haven't made any wrong choices, Libra. That step led to this step, that led to this step, and then led to this step. And it all is a beautiful story here. And you're entering a new chapter, a new story. We have the New Beginnings card. Whenever this card comes up, yes, it's new beginnings, but it's literally about being able to assess things so you fully leave it where it's at. You're moving in a new direction. That energy will no longer resonate with anything that was. People, circumstances, situations, done. So you really must really make that decision here. So as you're moving forward, the New Beginnings card is saying, leave that. You don't take all the stuff from your old house into your new house. This is about a new purpose, new relationships. Even if you're in a current relationship, a burgeoning of something in a different way. Maybe there's something that wasn't sustainable and now it has to have a different theme. We're always growing. So our expectations, our desires, those grow too. And that's what really keeps people in your life, whether romantic or platonic, is that you can grow together. You have the Hangman. So right now, you guys are really in a shift. So it could feel like a pause, but you're not. You're shifting. You're staying in place, but you're turning, right? And this is about being able to really see things from your perspective. Perhaps you couldn't let go before because you were gnawing at it, but now you look at it like, you know what? I'm so grateful that turned out that way, because this wouldn't have happened, that wouldn't happen, and that would have been way worse. There's a objective switch in how you see things, a reframing. And as a result, it's gonna push you to really step outside the box. And this is why this 90-degree turn is gonna happen, Leo. Like, I thought I liked left, but I really like right. You know, it was like, boom. You have the Magician. Libra, I'm excited for you. I want to take a deep breath for you guys, because you guys are doing so much badass work, and it was like that uphill battle. And now, right here, when you're in the Magician, with this kind of energy, it's a newness of every kind in every way, and it's extremely successful. You have that 9 of Wands. They're like, you're right here. You're not done. This was not for nothing. Keep pushing. It's darkest right before the dawn, Libra. And here you go. 2 of Coins. There's going to be, Libra, your load has been pretty heavy, doing a lot of things, and that ain't going to lighten up. Now, I know this is for the macrocosm, but I'm going to be honest. This has to take place first, Libra, because if you stayed on this road, this is what's up ahead, but you're switching roads, right? So it's going to be a completely different pivot. So we need to do the pivot first. And it's happening, and I'm so excited for you guys. It was going to happen regardless. So a shedding, a renewing, especially when it comes to your consciousness and your views, it's going to be beautiful, Libra. So let's take this place first, and then a couple weeks we'll check it out. Scorpios. How are we doing, Scorpios? How we doing? My other best friend, she's a double Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio sun. Even though, to be quite frank, I really resonate with my Aries moon and my Leo rising. Because I'm a loud, most Scorpios are like, we're secretive. And I'm always like, I'm a book. I'm an open book. Okay. Let's do this. Take a deep breath, guys. Everyone bring it on. Just remember to keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Don't clench your jaw. Just prana comes in on the in breath. And with more prana, our bodies heal themselves. You deep breathe, 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 breathe. Right? Scorpio is an awesome sign. I know we get the bad rap, but honestly, badass. Okay. Scorpios, now again, for the timestamps, I'm going to say I'm pulling and channeling for the macrocosm, the bigger picture, what you're being called to do right now, not on a micro scale, but on a macro scale. Okay. Back to focusing. Let's see. Breathe, Scorpios, because it's a little stuck. All right. The 8 of Swords, the Moon, Ace of Coins, 6 of Coins, 9 of Wands, the Lovers, Balance, and the Hierophant. All right, so I'm not starting right out. We're going to see how our micro fears are really going to fall into how we're going to be serving here. I can see a lot of Scorpios here a little afraid about their money, about their financial standing, their worth, their foundation, their material world. And there's going to be a shift here, Scorpio. Now, the 8 of Swords is saying, you're not stuck. Yes, you might be like, well, Angelique, no clients, no work. How are you going to say I'm not going to be stuck? You're facing a deep fear here, Scorpio. And there's nothing wrong with this. We're all feeling it, all of us on some level. But when we have fears, it's not to identify with them. You're not stuck. It's about being courageous. It's about changing. When a fear comes up, it gives you an opportunity to improve your plans, change your plans. When you look at it, you might be like, actually, I'm more scared about this. It's actually not what this is about. And switching this around. And when fear comes up, when we're kind of like in our bodies, we're also highly intuitive. The Moon card is a highly intuitive card. Listen, my beautiful Scorpios, listen, you're being guided. I know we're in this Pluto-Saturn conjunction, and Pluto's playing a big part here. But there is going to be a regrowth in your work, but it's how your work is playing out, Scorpio. So first things first, free yourself, make courageous choices and decisions. You might be like, you know what? This is how it is. Gnawing on a bone ain't going to help. What can I do differently? How can I serve? If I have all this free time, how can I better people here? You have the Ace of Coins with the 6 of Coins. Believe it or not, Scorpio, this is a good thing because new work, a new way of doing things, a new way of showing up and serving is going to be asked of you. And not only are you going to love it, it's going to pay dividends here. Now, when you have the Ace of Coins, and I'm going to get a clarity card here and the nature of the work. I know it's probably going to be different for every Scorpio. Knight of Wands. Honestly, Scorpio, I'm looking a little micro here, but there needed to be a refresh. Like maybe you mastered what you're doing. Now there needs to be more passion and verve and creativity and not just about yourself. It's about thinking things through and like You're probably a little restless. Okay, so let's get some of that jittery energy out. Use this time to incubate. Be creative. Like, okay, my good friend, she's a double Scorpio. She's a hairstylist. Obviously, what is she going to do if everything's closed down? But you have natural gifts, Scorpio, abilities. How can you serve? How can you help? What are you passionate about? If your day job isn't working out, what is your drive? Because that's your higher calling. What's making you, is it about kids, animals, the government? What is it? Step up and start speaking, because a new avenue for work is going to be presenting itself. And it's in line with your passion and your natural gifts. You have the Nine of Wands. Honestly, I am not surprised that you and Leos have this, because you have a natural ability to stand up for people. You have a natural ability to stand your ground. You are not easily pushed. You have courage. We all have courage, Scorpio, but yours comes from this deeper place. You're an esoteric sign. You have a heart, a really big heart, Scorpio. I know a lot of people don't see that, but you really do. Everything for you is driven by this deep, passionate, intense emotion, right? What are you feeling? The universe is slowing you down so you can feel. And it might be uncomfortable and all these fears and things are coming up. But stand your ground a little bit. It's uncomfortable, but what are you really afraid of? And is it sometimes when we're defensive, it's because we're actually scared, right? Like things are out of our control, and I don't like it either. But now you're like, you know what? I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change it around. I'm gonna help people. And you're really good at this. You have the Lovers card here, guys. You're making deep commitments to yourself, to your truth, changing things, to your family. And you have the Balance and the Unity card, guys. Yes, foundation and stability really is your highlight right now. But you guys are creating a new form of commitment. It's not just about money. It's not just about material. It's about, does this serve my family? How is this helping the all? I'm seeing a theme here, guys. Don't worry about money, Scorpio. You're going to be ace, but you're going to have to release your attachment to how things are and the way you think money is going to happen, or, you know, some financial security. There's more than one way. So let this go, because the universe is going to have you facing a lot of these fears, because it needs you to move from here, not just from here, how you think, right? And it's going to be successful. I'm going to get a really quick clarity card, because you have a lot of different cards. On this Lover card and the Unity, the Balance card. Whew, you're going to be asked to have patience, and I know that ain't always our strong suits. This Five of Swords and the World. There's completions here for you, Scorpio. You're going to be moving up in terms of your service, especially when it comes to your family, more than just you. And that's for everybody, I might add. Now, there is right now a need for compromise. There's some timing going on. So this weird like pause you're feeling, this discomfort, it's going to last a little while longer. Don't get nervous about it. It's really helping you compromise, come to terms, look at things objectively. Is this really what this is? You're kind of cleaning house psychologically. You're cleaning house psychologically, right? So it ain't uncomfortable. I hate those, like those dark nights of the soul, right? But the Lovers card, you guys are making healthier decisions for yourself, for your family. There's going to be a lot of decisions made in your inner circle too, Scorpio. Romantic partners, children, home, stability. There's going to be some deep clean out. No, when I say clean out, don't be like people are going to leave. No, you're going to find balance, genuine balance, not this like juggling thing you might be doing. No, when you have the Hierophant, that's about marriage, stability, home, relationships. There's going to be growth here for you, Scorpio. And if you're a single Scorpio, don't worry about it. When you have the Balance card or even the World card, that little cycle is out the door. So something is going to be coming in emotionally in our relationships that are really going to provide us this sense of stability. You might be so used to like helping everybody else and hustling, Scorpio. You don't recognize that that's not sustainable. So that's making you halt, because really your dream is to work together with a partner or have a stable home or have maybe a remote lifestyle. Be willing to surrender this for a better idea that is in line with your passion and your ultimate goal, not just your goal, but your family, your relationships here. I'm noticing as we're going through the Zodiac, it's going from like a macrocosm a little bit to a microcosm, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're going to switch people out at some point, right? This troop in, this troop out. It's going to be good. But I'm really excited for you, Scorpio. I know when you have the Five of Swords too, it's like pause, look at everyone's motives. So yeah, you're going to be in this discomfort, but it's really to clean out, to free yourself. It's kind of like when you have that friend, like everyone's always depending on me. I'm so tired of it. I'm like, well, you're always running to everyone's rescue. So they expect it, right? So it's kind of like these habits, these old habits are going to be stopped to make way for healthier, happier, more abundant, financially rewarding, and deeply foundational moves, Scorpio. So really, if I were you, I'd take this time to like cry, journal it out, write it out, punch, I don't know, but sit with it. Do not, especially for you, Scorpio, do not distract yourself right now with Netflix and things like that. Really sit like, why am I so uncomfortable? Why am I so jittery? I'll talk to myself and like write it like I'm actually feeling pain, anger, fear. Just name it out, but get to the root. Because until you do, you're gonna stick there. But this is good, right? Because it's answering the relationships and the foundation you actually want. So here's the key. Sagittarius. How are you doing? My sister's a Sagittarius. She's like, it's so funny when you have different. I have like 5 siblings, and we're all different signs, right? So it's always like how everyone's handling this is so funny. I love her. I love her. Okay, guys. Deep breath. Align. Cut your cords, guys. If you guys want that, just hit me up. I'll just send it to you. Sagittarius, again, for the sake of the timestamp, I keep saying this, but we are doing readings and pulls for the macro view, how each zodiac sign is being called to serve at this moment, in this current time now. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna pull some extra cards for Sagittarius, but hang on. Life experience, Page of Coins, the World, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 4 of Coins, the High Priestess, and the Wheel. All right, Sag, right out the gate. You guys have known this for a while, right? That there are some changes, some deep changes that needed to take place. When we have that life experience card, it's kind of like a revelation, like this needs to change. We got to move it in this direction. You're very aware, Sagittarius. You're not lacking awareness. You're there. You know that it's time to move, spread your wings, jump. We recognize what's crumbling. You already taken stock. You recognize what's calling to you. Now is a time, again, for you guys as well. It's more of a learning here. You have the Page of Coins. So Sagittarius, what's being asked of you is taking stock. Like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is done. Like, what do I still need here? I'm going in this direction. I need to research. I need to learn a little bit more. So after this talk, I'm transitioning there. It's really taking stock, taking note of the changes that you know, whether you like it or not, or feel really need to be expanded, take place, move, transformed in some way. When you have the Page of Coins, you're learning how to do this, brushing up. Okay, if we're gonna do this, I gotta call that. Or you know what, I'm gonna change jobs, or I'm learning a new application because of maybe we're working at home now, so you're gonna have to really acclimate to that new environment. But you guys are learning new ways of being because of the changes that are being taking place, and on a big scale for you in the home, at work, in your personal life. I can feel it, that just in a lot of different areas for Sagittarius. So deep breath, one thing at a time. No future tripping. You have the world. Sag, let me give you hugs. I love you. Some things, cycles are done. They're done, my love. They're done. And then this sucks, right? If it's me, I'd be like, no, and I've had my time. But the world, you've done a good job. Awareness is literally 60 to 70%. The rest is action and change. And that's where you're at. Now, you're not dumb. Here, well, I planned. I always say, yeah, no, I bought the gym class, but now I just got to go. I got the diet plan, but I just got to make the food. That's where you're at. The 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Mentally, Sagittarius, there needs to be some decompression because you're in a very negative state. It could be stress. It can be shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what ifs. When you have the 9 of Swords, it's like not sleeping well. Self-fulfilling prophecies, my loves. We're all in this together. You're not alone, whether it's focusing on issues in the home, at work, on a macro scale. But the universe is teaching you, Sagittarius, to get a hold of your mind. It reminds me of Labyrinth. Did everybody see that movie from the 80s with David Bowie? Where at the very end, like she's running from the Goblin King, and then all of a sudden she realizes, you have no power over me. And all of a sudden the whole illusion just shatters, right? I love that movie. It's so good. Anyone hasn't seen Labyrinth with David Bowie, please do so because it is a classic. But that's you, Sagittarius. You think if this relationship fails, my life is over. If this job doesn't, what am I going to do? If I don't do this, what's going to happen? They're just thoughts, and they can, and fear, guys, it feels real. It feels like its own entity, but it's not real. You have to shatter it. The only thing that has control over you is you, your thoughts. And if you want to create self-fulfilling prophecies, by all means, continue on. But I don't think you want to. The Eight of Swords, like, you're not trapped. It's an illusion. Shatter it. Guys, I want everyone to go on YouTube and get that one scene, Sagittarius, get that one scene and just play it over and over and over, because that's what's happening. Because honestly, you're just afraid of change. You know you have to change. Here you're like, I'm going to do it. But all the fear, the mental is pausing you. The Four of Swords, the Four of Coins is, you're being stubborn. You're afraid of change. So you're focusing on eating, or you're focusing on shopping, or distractions. It's here, but it's good. It's fucking good, Sagittarius. And it's uncomfortable, but it's like a shoe you've outgrown. Like, it's going to cause more pain, right? The High Priestess. Don't ask anybody their opinion. Don't look to anything else. Look to yourself, because it doesn't matter how many people say what you want to hear, don't want to hear. Ultimately, you have to listen. You have to, because you have the wheel. You're going in a new direction, Sag. And it's that kind where you do it and you're going to be like, fuck, why did I wait so long? I can breathe. I'm happy. Actually, better things happened. That's always like us, right? We're just here. And until we pop our head up, we're like, shit, it's so much better out there. The High Priestess, you need to relax. You need to sleep better. Rest is really important for you in that, Sagittarius. I don't care. Melatonin, CBD, I don't care. Deep sleep yourself. Really mentally disengage as best you can. The High Priest, meditate, pray, but turn off the TV, turn off other people's voices and opinions, and listen. Because that is going to give you not just clarity, it's going to give you peace. That's intuition. People are always like, what's the difference between fear and intuition? How you feel. Because even when your intuition comes and it's something that you don't really want to hear, there's like this weird peace to it. Like, yeah, I know. Right there. The wheel. Guys, this is a time of positive change. I don't care if it seems like shit's just crumbling. No, it needs to. This little broken piece needs to shatter for something better, healthier, more expansive, more aligned, more ascended, and on a micro and macro scale. And you're moving into this new direction, Sagittarius, but you gotta like not cling on to dear life for it. And I'm gonna let you know, once you start clearing, grounding, and like just take one step, it's gonna move very, very fast. Okay? It's gonna move suddenly. So, but that's good. It's like a band-aid, just rip that bad boy right off. And the wheel is a wheel of fortune. It's a blessing. Things suddenly move forward. Fortune is on your side. And yeah, it's a new direction, but it's a successful one that's going to offer you so much happiness. I know. You got this, Ed. You got it. All right. Capricorns. How you doing? I love the High Priestess too. Courage. Aquarius, not yet. Almost there. All right, Caps, how you doing? My mother's a Capricorn. She's been cooking, and scrubbing, and home. It's good. All right, Caps. All right, and it's really good if you're doing that, right? Grounding, cleaning, getting with the earth, outside in the yard, like. Disconnect, guys. Listen to the rhythm. I feel like that song. Listen to the. But I'm talking about the rhythm of the earth. Listen to your own rhythm. Listen to yourself, guys. I mean, I want to just have like a coffee talk with everybody here, but like, you're not wrong. Trust your gut. Discern between fear and intuition. One step at a time. Release the energy. Everyone's, guys, cut cords, cleanse, cut cords. One step at a time, guys. We need everybody. All right. Again, for the sake of timestamps, I got to say again, this is a reading. I'm pulling guidance for the macrocosm, how the energies of Capricorn are being asked, being called forth at this time right now. What's the guidance on the grand scale and on the smaller scale? Okay. Now that I said that, let's get started, Capricorn. Ooh, sorry guys, that wasn't for you. Yes. Yes, Capricorns. Page of Wands, the life experience for like the 5 millionth time for everybody. The World card, King of Coins, Nine of Wands, the Hermit, Four of Swords, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands. You know, Caps, you know what I love about my Capricorns? You guys are so, I know people might not mark you for this, but you're really ingenious. You're creative in a very practical way. I think I gave this as an example earlier. I forget what signs. You guys also remind me of MacGyver, right? Like, I forget what sign I said at the beginning, but you do. Like, you make shift, you figure out how to do things, fix things. Like, you guys are just on it. Like, oh, can't use the stove, doesn't work. Capricorns, 1 second. Let me take this apart really quick. Let me make shift this stove over here out of coal. Like, you guys are really good at that, and I love it. Page of Wands, and this is being called of you, Capricorn. You guys are going to be presented with an opportunity to use these incredible skills. You know, hear me out. You guys, a lot of people are, you know, obviously quarantined and you're at home and maybe you guys are not working, but you guys have natural creativity. You guys like doing certain things, especially with your hands. I don't care if you can't figure out how whatever it is you're interested in is going to benefit the all. Don't worry about that. You're being called to do something, bring it forth. One of my really good Capricorn friends, she's amazing with the sewing machine. She makes these amazing outfits. She does things. Guys, you guys have unique skills and passions and interests for a reason. A reason. I'm serious here. So pull it forth. When you have the life experience card yet again, it has a part to do with your purpose. So you guys are being asked, Capricorns, this is not a time for passivity. This is for you to step up and do it. Whether it's watercoloring, play the piano, do things, build a house, I don't care. Step up, move forward, do it from your spirit, do what you love. The universe will provide you the next directions. You have the World card. I'm not saying quit your 9 to 5, but you guys are going to be evolving in terms of your purpose, Caps. Yay, I'm so excited to see this. The World card, you guys have graduated to this. You've hustled, you've done, you've broken down, you got things stable. You guys have been working really hard. My Caps have had it, and I've done readings for you guys for months. Like, I love you guys. Warrior. The World, though, you guys are ascending here in terms of purpose. Thank goodness, right? It's not just the 8 to 5. Nothing wrong with the 8 to 5, nothing whatsoever. But really, now the universe is calling for your natural passions to be pulled out. Next level. King of Coins. Whatever this passion is, Capricorn, it's going to be called. It's going to be not just lucrative. It's going to be a business, but it's going to serve in some way. And Caps, put it in the thing below. What is it you like? You guys are being called to be authentic to yourself. Maybe you're like, screw it, I'm done with this BS rat race. I'm going to be an artistic designer. I'm going to build houses. I'm going to do this. I'm going to create sheds. I don't care. But you guys are being called to your authenticity. Being authentic to you, honoring you. What do you like? Screw this. I've been hustling, making the checks. I'm done. I really just want to focus on this because I love it. Do it. Because at some point it's going to evolve. Please, Capricorn, do me a favor. Do not hop, skip, and a jump to when is this going to make me money. Don't do that because it is going to do. When you have the King of Coins, opportunity is going to present itself. But how is opportunity going to present itself if, number one, you're not in alignment because you want it to resonate and you have something to offer here? 9 of Wands. People might think you're crazy, Capricorn, because you tend to be the stable one, take forever to make a decision, to make a move. No, not this time. Not this time. Maybe they just didn't really know you. That this was in there. Snap and done. 9 of Wands, like, you know what? I'm going to have courage. I'm going to have faith in myself because I'm being called. I feel it. I'm going to do it. I love it. The other thing is just draining me of life. I'm going to focus on this. You have the Hermit. Yeah, there's going to be taking some time. You're going to hone your skill. So yeah, you might still be working and doing that. And then the next thing, you're getting certified for yoga. Maybe you're doing that marketing course, opening up your own Etsy shop. I don't care. But you're going to do it. It's going to take perseverance. And whether or not someone stands with you or you stand alone, Capricorn, you're the GOAT. You can do this. You manage things that other people look and like, oh my God, how do they do that? Look at my mom sometimes. I'm like, what? This is not just about your passion and creativity. This is about self-discovery, self-evolution. This is about epiphany and spiritual evolution here. It's all part and parcel. If you guys want to learn how to really connect with your spirit, just do things that you love. Sometimes I just sit in trees. 4 of Swords. This is going to require you guys to decompress a little bit. I know telling you not to worry is kind of silly right now, but rest. If you are at home, quarantined, you don't got a lot to do, stop doing busy work. Rest. Maybe what you do be quality, not just randomness. You need all this energy. You're changing, all right? The Emperor. You're going to take control. You have the 3 of Wands. I think a lot of Capricorns too might, at some point, you guys, I think a lot of you you are going to lead you either your own businesses, your own side hustles, lead in some way. Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about the manifestation process. It's coming in, but right now you guys need to make space, plan, act in accordance as if, because it's coming and it's going to come out, not just in terms of your passion, but abundance, long-term prosperity, long-term growth. And you might be thinking, Angelique, how is this in the macrocosm? Are you kidding me? When you align with why you're here, your purpose, your service, your passion, everything lines up, your vibrational rate rises, and everything, because we're all connected, rises with you. Rise. I feel like Maya Angelou, I rise. If you guys don't know that poem, please look up Maya's work because she is phenomenal. Oh, phenomenal woman. That's what it's called. Anybody else know that? I had that poem on while I'm like, phenomenal woman. And don't look at gender. We're all phenomenal. All right, Aquarius. Whew. It's your time, Aquarius, right? Time of Aquarius. Every time I think of that song, I think of 40-Year-Old Virgin at the very end of that movie. Isn't that the song that they play? I'm talking about that different movie. Anyways, deep breaths, Aquarius. Now, okay, again, I'm going to have to say it for the sake of the timestamp. Aquarius, if you're just clicking here, just know that this guidance is for the macro, how the energy of Aquarius is being called forward, guided at this time on a bigger scale as well as on a smaller scale. Okay, deep breath in, my beautiful Aquarius. Let's just, everyone do it. Just belly breathe through your belly, just not your chest. Let's get it together. Let's do this. I was gonna say, let's get it together. You guys see Bridesmaids? Like, Carol, get your shit together, Carol. That's what I say that to my sisters. I'm like, get it together, ladies. I'm movie quoting today. Okay, focus. Focus for Aquarius. Whoa, the energy feels so different. Oh my God, I feel like when I focus on Aquarius, my crown just, whoa. How are you Aquarius? You guys feel like you're having downloads, out-of-body experiences? Whew, there's going to be a change here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, you may. All right. 6 of Coins, the ego, Death card. Don't get scared. 9 of Swords, 6 of Cups, the Chariot, 3 of Coins, 2 of Coins, the Emperor. Aquarius, there really is going to be a restructuring of your values. I mean, we are in the sign, and we're entering that age of Aquarius. And what a lot of say takes like 600 years to really enter an age, or 300 years. For you guys, Aquarius, you're going to notice this huge shift in values, especially what matters in terms of money, the ego, the shadow work. You guys really are being called to do that shadow work. And people get like, oh, shadow work. We all have it, right? But for you, there's going to be an ending to this. Maybe before all that mattered or valued, I'm not saying all Aquarius, I'm giving you an example, was money, promotions, how I looked, how people perceived me, the material, worrying about other things outside of you. Done is that superficial cycle, Aquarius. We're entering your age of illumination, of growth, and with its systems, and there's going to be such change, right, Aquarius? So if everything outside of us is changing and rising, it only stands that we also must change and rise with it. So understand that if you feeling really uncomfortable with your financial situations, any kind of perceived notoriety, your reputation, anything like that, it's meant to happen. So if you feel like, oh, I'm getting hit a little hard in my ego, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I know that sucks. If it was my ego, I'd be like, no, but it is what it is. You guys, because really a lot of this was keeping you stuck. Aquarius is keeping you, whether it's a rat race, whether it's unhealthy or toxic relationships, family dynamics. There are some families that really care more about status, money, education. I'm not judging it. I'm giving it as an example. And like that really might have been the cause of all your anxiety, your stress, trying to meet some kind of standard that's not even your standard. It was a taught standard. And so done is that. Now it's time for your own vision, for your own creativity. Now, you do have the Knight of Swords. Guys, a lot of my Aquariuses, you guys are entering this this deeper release. Shadow work has those dark nights of the soul. Don't be scared of it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty intense. But when something ends, another thing begins. So you guys really are being hit mentally. And you're in an air sign, right? I know my Aquarius is. I love Aquarius because sometimes they can just stare off at a wall for like 45 minutes and they don't recognize that they were staring at a wall for 45 minutes. They're just like in their heads. So understand, as these structures and belief systems are ending, ultimately to free you, Aquarius, to make you so much happier and really get you where you want to go, there is going to be, it's scary, right? Because the things, the very foundations, beliefs, right, that fall away, your whole world in a way falls away. And that's scary, even if you're really kind of unhappy or stressed out, but it is. So when you have that Nine of Swords, you guys are going to be overthinking. So let me just, number one, cord cut, cleanse, get outside, and maybe your backyard, your balcony, get out as best you can, sleep, journal it out, because this mental world is going to be a little exhausting for you. But understand, it's not real. It shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what ifs, regrets. Cord cut, do some, if there's any kind of regrets, do that ho'oponopono. Do your research on different areas of release and cleansing, my loves. It's just the transformative part. It's the end of an old way that kept you limited. And really, when you examine Aquarius, it wasn't yours. It was passed down, inherited, observed. Ugh, just thinking about it. No wonder I feel the crown expanding. You are being guided, downloaded in a very big way. So Aquarius is, even if you're sleeping and you're exhausted, this is really common with downloads because you're busy at night. We're all busy at night, really, our higher self. But this is like some big expansion. And that's why it's a huge collapse of anything that doesn't really serve you, really ego-driven. Six of Cups. And yeah, do your best not to romanticize things. Do your best not to look back like, but that's how it always has been. That's how it always was. Well, always been and always was, wasn't that comfortable for you? So really examine, like, you know what? You're right. Maybe give my mind security because you knew what to expect, but did he ever give your heart, your spirit security? So really question it. The Chariot. Boom, things are going to move right out after that, guys, especially when it comes to work. You're going to lead the way in so many new ideas and areas. The Chariot, of course, is career advancement, but it's forward movement, forward and up, right? So you might be scared of this thing breaking down, but it was keeping you down, baby cakes. It was keeping you down. Three of Earth, you're going to work coins. It's about working well with others and together as a team, inclusivity, and bringing your gifts and learning to bring your beautiful ideas and channeling it to other people who can make it come alive or work together. You're going to be real busy, Aquarius. You're going to be real busy. A lot of things are going to be on your plate because you made all this space, right, boo? Emperor, leader of the pack, especially when it comes to these ideas and movements, being organized, being disciplined, being ambitious. Let me get clarity here in what area. Probably lots of different areas. Clarity for the Emperor, please. Okay. Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands. Number one, remember the old structure that's dying? Overwork, by the way, and they're just giving me a heads up here. In areas, it's going to be different for all of you guys, but the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, as you guys are going to move forward, be really careful and cognizant, Aquarius, of don't bring that work harder. No, work smarter, right? Don't bring the candle at both ends. Like, don't try to hustle. You guys are coming to this new thing. Right now is really transitional, releasing old habits. And that takes some time. Right now really is about revising, releasing. And as we move forward, it's really definitely in the mental realm, ideas, inspirations, visions, things like that, and really bringing it to the fore. But first, this has to take place. So they're not letting me jump ahead. That happens sometimes. So do it. Now, my Pisces, my beautiful, patient Pisces. How are you doing, guys? We're just leaving your season. Woo. Yeah, right? Ready to move forward too. Yay. All right, Pisces. How are you doing? My nephew's a Pisces. I love him with all my heart. He's so creative. He's like 6'2", next 16. I don't know where my nephews. My nephews are giants. I'm like, I didn't get that genetic at all. It's okay. Small and mighty. All right, guys. You're welcome. All right, Pisces, deep breath in. And for the sake of the timestamps, one more time, this is channeling and guidance for the energy of Pisces in terms of what we're being guided to do on a macro scale, bringing in our unique soul mission and soul purpose and gifts and what's being called and how we're kind of participating here, macro and micro. All right, Pisces. I'm actually going to use this deck for you. Take Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. Let's focus. Energy of Pisces. Mhm. The Emperor's coming in for a lot, guys. We're going to lead the way. Love it. Ooh, clarity card here, please. Okay. You start out with the Death card, but relax. 3 of Wands, Divine Guidance, the Empress, Ace of Coins, 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the Emperor, 3 of Swords, the Clarity card, Knight of Wands. Let me interpret. Pisces, you already sense these endings. There's a lot of things that you really, you're not in the thick of it, to be quite frank. It's already that surrender and letting go. With the 3 of Wands there, the universe is saying, look at, make space. Things are coming in, Pisces, and they're going to be pretty active for you. So yay. Now, 3 of Wands, everything that you've been manifesting, no matter what endings have come to pass, and I pray everyone's okay, whether it's jobs or people, whatever it is, make space. It's not so it's already happened. When you have that card, it's either already happening or it's already happened, Pisces. And making space for the newness, your manifestations are coming in. So you don't have to worry about that. When you have the 3 of Wands, this is long-term abundance, prosperity, whether it's relationships, action, jobs, it's coming. You have the Divine Guidance card on top of this. What you're being guided to do right now, Pisces, is you don't have to further manifest. You're being asked to look towards wisdom, Pisces. Whether it's in ancient texts, an elder, a spiritual wise one, a therapist, it doesn't really matter. Because as your manifestations are coming in, you're moving to a new level of expanded consciousness. This is going to help you to look at alternative approaches, thinking outside the box. Because sometimes when we are emotional and it's normal, we don't see clearly. So you're being asked to surround yourself with very wise energies at this point. Quality, not quantity. So whether you taking classes with Lada or speaking with your therapist or sitting with your grandmother or grandfather, it's about learning this macro perspective, because you guys are going to be called in as creators in many ways, Pisces. You have the Empress, because what's coming forward and from you, the universe is bringing you in what you need, and you are creating what we need. Does that make sense? So like, whether it's giving you opportunity, money, space, time, support, whatever, it's giving you the tools so that you can create, Pisces. The Empress is the card of birth, but there is going to be a newness in regards to your service as well. You have the Ace of Coins. So this is about new resources are coming in, money, time, like I said, but it's so that you can create something, maybe create your own nonprofit, maybe create awareness, write that book. It's something that you are birthing out that is going to serve the all. And I'm going to give you a little highlight here, Pisces. Whatever it is that's been ended, whatever things have happened, it was now hear me out, please. Don't take me harsh here. Let me give it a breakup as an example. How are you going to create something with depth and meaning if you don't have depth and meaning, right? It's like when you're a healer, or you do things, you hold space for people. How can you have empathy if you don't know what any of this feels like? When we've had deep pain, we can sit with the deep pain of others. You could always tell people who have it, like you're going through something, people are like, it's okay. They don't know how to hold space. And there's nothing wrong. That's not their calling, but this is yours. So understand the 5 of Cups, things that didn't work out, it was all a redirection. What's that one country song? Like, I'm grateful for all the roads that led to you. I love that song. But it's kind of like, yeah, this looked like a roadblock and this ended. But honestly, it was giving you strength and understanding and empathy and clarity to create from this well. You needed something to create from. And that's what happened here. 9 of Wands, Pisces, like, God, I love it. People think water signs sometimes are like really emotional and like weak, but you're not. You're extremely strong. It's not just mental, it's deeply feeling and be able to still stand and work and move forward. And you guys are going to be birthing new things. It is going to provide you money, but it's going to provide a service in terms of how this can serve others. This can be a new company, a new product, a new book, a new vlog, but it's going to serve on a bigger scale here. And it's coming from this well of deepness, Pisces. Some people might come from this, this thought or this crazy inspiration. Your service, your gift is everything you've been through. All this good, bad, ugly, pretty, whatever. You are the gifts in a lot of ways. You guys had to take it and make something of it, right? And this is where you're at. And the universe is bringing it in. So, yes, open those doors, Pisces, people, money, opportunities. It's coming in. Don't look how things look outside right now. Don't. Everything physical had to come from the unseen, and it's coming in for you. Nine of Wands, please don't give up. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, you better hurdle yourself over that last little hill, my little Pisces, because it's right here, and I need you to be there. You have the Emperor. You have the Empress and the Emperor. Guys, just when it looks like things are like, oh, that is like your dawn, right? So not only are you creating, you're taking control of your creation, creative license here, really, and you're starting with it, whether it's starting the LLC, whether it's starting up that website, that YouTube channel, serving, writing, I don't care what it is. You're taking control of yourself, your service, your work, and you are leading it. You're birthing something new here, guys. The Three of Swords. Again, guys, whatever it is, and I'm sorry for any Pisces out here that really are going through a really tough time, heartbreaking time. And I'm not minimizing it in any way, and I send you my love and my prayers, Pisces. But whether it's like an internal scare or an external scare or a very close related scare, but trust me, the Knight of Wands, this was your catalyst. This is what gave you this passion and this drive. You know, we can look at any, incredible people in history that made, just amazing moves. They went through something, some experience that just pushed them to create, right? The phoenix rises from a combustion, right? And this is you, but I think of you more like like this watery, just coming out of it, guys. So just give yourself a lot of love, your downtime, but understand that this is the root from which it all grows. You know, I could do the very cliche lotus from the mud, but really it is, what does Rumi say? The crack is where the light comes in, like in your heart, And there's also saying, so, they're going to break your heart open and open until it stays open. You guys, you are birthing something beautiful, intuitive, almost primal, really, and taking control of it. So don't allow this transition, allow any kind of endings and beginnings and healings. Just follow your passion, follow your gut, make space. And as things come in, be very aware, because this is everything the universe is giving you to create. So if you have a lot of time on your hands at home and you want to write that book, you just got to be disciplined. Emperor is about being disciplined, ambitious, structured, stable. You might have to hone that a little bit, but besides that, thank you. Thank you for what you're all doing, guys. And if guys, if you want that 7-day clearing and cleansing, just let me know. It's really good, guys. If you're having stomach or back issues or jaw pain, it'll all clear up. You'll sleep a lot better. If anybody's looking for distance healing, I'm still working. So if you're distance healing and anything, let me know. I'm happy to work with you, or any guidance. Otherwise, I'm here, guys. And I really, really hope, yes, take that astrology class. Yes, yes, yes. Use this, guys. You are creating. So you're creators. Let's do this, guys. And I hope this served you all. I hope this blesses you all. We're in this together, guys. We're rising. Let us rise. Consciousness, right? Even if it gets a little dark, be that light. We're light workers. We all incarnated for this. It's like, game on. Let's do this. So take a deep breath, ground out, clear your space. Let's do it, guys. Let's get going. I hope this serves you. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. Stay grounded. Again, connect with you on the 7-day clearing, and I will talk to you guys next week.